Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing with you how to actually become consistent in the gym. Because if you're like most people, you have set goals to work out consistently and may have gone for a week or two and then fell off and went back to your old ways of skipping the gym and telling yourself you'll go tomorrow. If this sounds like you, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why you do this and how to break the never-ending cycle of having to start over. When it comes to working out and being fit, there are many factors involved, such as your diet, your exercise technique and routines, your genetics, your environment, etc. But to actually become consistent in the gym, you have to first start with your mindset and you shift the way you think and feel about the gym and working out. The first step is going to be asking yourself a few questions, and I recommend that you write down your answers to bring clarity and to declare your goals to manifest them much more quickly. The first being, what specifically do you want to achieve? Keeping in mind, I'm not asking you what you think you're capable of, but what do you really want to achieve? Do you want to gain 5 pounds or lose 20 pounds? Do you want to become a bodybuilder or just become overall more lean and toned? You need to be specific, and it helps to have a clear picture in your mind of someone who has your ideal physique. I personally love Julia Perez, but I keep in mind she is Brazilian and my genetics most likely will not achieve exactly what she has. Next, ask yourself, why must you achieve these goals? You'll need to come up with as many reasons as possible to use as leverage when you don't feel like doing what needs to be done. Maybe you want to feel more confident in your own skin and have more energy to do the things that you love. Maybe you want to improve your mental well-being and relieve stress. Or maybe you want to improve your overall health and your body's capacity to fight off illness. It can be as simple as wanting to look better naked and be more attractive, but it has to be a compelling enough why that it'll give you the push you need when you feel like giving up, because I promise you it's going to happen. Lastly, you have to ask yourself, are you interested or are you committed to achieving these goals? Someone who is interested in something will do it when it's convenient, but someone who is committed will do what they have to do no matter what. When you're interested in doing something, your mind will come up with a million stories and excuses why you can't go to the gym. You'll let your past or present circumstances control what you think and do, and you won't be willing to go through the discomfort that comes with change, because change and discomfort are inevitable if you truly want to break old habits and limiting beliefs and achieve your ideal physique. When you're committed, you make time and you go to the gym no matter what. You figure out how to do what it takes no matter the circumstances. You'll take action despite your fears and doubts. And like Jim Rohn says, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. When you're committed, you'll be willing to upgrade your skills and beliefs to match your goals rather than allow yourself to stay complacent and stuck in your old ways, bad habits, and limiting beliefs. You need to understand that working out consistently is simply an unconscious habit, which is created through a repetition of thoughts, feelings, and actions. And the magical thing about habits is that they will work great and will bring you to your goals faster than you ever thought possible, as long as they're supporting your goals and not hindering them. Because all habits can be summed up by our habit loop. There's a trigger followed by a behavior and then a reward. For example, when you hear the alarm in the morning, the trigger, you may automatically start to make coffee, which is the behavior, followed by the dopamine rush you get when the caffeine hits your system, the reward. In order to bypass your old habits, you have to identify and replace the trigger to create a new behavior and a new reward. because old habits can be compared to literally addictions, and they can be very difficult but not impossible to overcome. It is why recovering alcoholics avoid tempting situations such as going to parties, because they understand they would be immersing themselves around a lot of triggers. The triggers are so important to be aware of because they literally trigger unconscious behavior or behavior that is on autopilot. So to make consistent change, you'll have to strategically place a trigger that seamlessly flows in your day that over time will trigger a new automatic behavior of you going to the gym, for example. You could, for example, set out your gym clothes the day before and place them in plain sight. So when you get home from work, you know that's your trigger to go to the gym, which is the behavior, followed by a release of endorphins after working out, the reward. At first, I know this is going to be very difficult and very uncomfortable, but I promise that if you put some conscious effort day in and day out, you'll begin to automatically set your clothes out and go to the gym without a second thought. Just try it. Literally just try it out for 3 weeks, just 21 days, and you'll begin to notice how fast this new habit starts to become automatic. When it comes to behavior change, keep in mind the cardinal rule of behavior. What gets rewarded gets repeated. What gets punished is avoided. Even if you make it to the gym and had a lousy workout, do not be hard on yourself and put yourself down. That punishment is only going to make you avoid going back to the gym, I promise you. You have to celebrate the small wins. It is an achievement in itself that you actually made it to the gym. So don't ever punish yourself if you want to repeat anything. So to get a habit to stick, you need to feel immediately successful, even if it's in the smallest way. So literally, even if you made it to the gym, celebrate yourself, because when it starts to become difficult is the time to ask yourself if you're interested or if you're committed, and to remember that compelling why that we discussed earlier. To really solidify your new habit of going to the gym, you have to set clear intentions. You have to write out the time, the frequency, the location, and what you're gonna do. So for example, mine is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the frequency. At 5 p.m., I go to Lifetime Gym to do strength training. So obviously there should be a variety of upper, lower, core, and cardio, but for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to go into those specifics, but basically when 5 p.m. hits, I don't get into indecisiveness and I don't debate whether to go or not. I just go. Over time, it has become automatic and it is ingrained in my subconscious mind. So it's very important that you actually schedule this by writing it down or putting it in your calendar. Also, obviously, creating this schedule definitely depends on where you currently are. If you have a physically demanding job and you literally do not go to the gym at all right now, obviously start with maybe 2 days a week and do that for 2 weeks, and then start going 3 days a week for about 3 weeks, and then 4 days for 4 weeks, depending on what your goals are. One secret way to really cement in your new mentality and behavior is to mentally rehearse yourself seeing the clock hit 5 p.m., for example, and heading to the gym, having a great workout and feeling amazing afterwards. This will be most effective if you do so within 30 minutes after you wake up and within 30 minutes before bed. This is known as the golden window, and this is when your subconscious mind is most impressionable. Because, again, the whole purpose of this video is to let you know that you currently are not going to the gym because it's not ingrained in your unconscious, or it's not ingrained in your subconscious mind. It's not a part of your unconscious habits. So this is going to be the process of what you need to do to make that unconscious and to make it effortless for you to just go to the gym at a certain time of day, this many times a week. So to recap this entire video, remember to ask yourself these 3 key questions. What specifically do you want to achieve? Why do you want to achieve it? And are you interested or are you committed? Remember that all habits start with a trigger, followed by a behavior and a reward. To create a new habit, you need to place a clear trigger in your surroundings and avoid triggers that resort to unwanted behavior. Always, always, always reward yourself on even the smallest wins and set clear intentions on when you're going to go to the gym and how often. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Into myself. What a wonderful world.